Hey y'all, how are you? Welcome back. Jackson M. Haskell here. So the quick announcement is that the video coming after this, sorry. So the video coming after this, on January 12th, we're talking about the OG Twilight Zone overview video, which is really cool. And that this video, which I'm filming right now, we're on the 11th, we're talking about Tales from Darkside Season 2 out of the 4 seasons, which is cool. Please announce that Season 3, Season 3 will be on February 5th, which is really cool. I know I said Season 2 would be early February, but I was wrong. But, yeah, here we go. Season 2 is really good. Should hopefully be shorter than Season 1. Getting that thing up. So Season 2 consists of 24 episodes. September 29th, 1985 to July 13th, 86. Here we go. Season 2 first episode, The Impressionist, which is cool. It was September 29th, 1985. Through a combination of blackmail and boredom with his career in nightclub, Impressionist Spiffy, Mr. Personalities, played by Chuck McGann, is brought to a secret government facility that houses a stubborn alien named Hofgosh. Seeing that Hofgosh communicates primarily in gestures, Remo is tasked with emulating said gestures with absolute perfection in order to communicate with the alien, who happens to hold a secret to nuclear fusion. And this is based on a short story, Impersonations, by M. Coleman Easton, and this was adapted by Haskell Bargains. Mr. McGann, I've never really heard of. Just did his own show, Chuck McGann Show. But yeah, sadly would have passed away in 2018. Episode 2, Light Bomb. October 6th, 1985. Ben Martin, played by Bill Macy, is a workaholic corporate executive with an alien heart, is given into a light bomb, a medical device that keeps him in a life-preserving cocoon. She suffered a heart attack installed on his back. It isn't long before Ben begins to grow tired of repeatedly being brought back to life, especially as his family lives and his health continues to decline. And this is written by Michael K. McDowell, based on his own short story. Michael McDowell, we talked about in last season. Then Bill Macy, known for the show Mod, which is cool. Number 3, episode 3, Ring Around the Redhead, October 13th, 1985. The story presents as a mashup of various film genres. Billy Malone, played by John Hurd, an inventor, sentenced to death for a murder he didn't commit, tells the story to journalist named Ash Adele. According to Billy, after an earthquake, a strange metallic ring appeared in his workshop. Discovering this ring is acts as a gateway to alien planets and alternate dimensions. He begins sending various probes into the winged ring to investigate whether or not there might be an other side. During one of his tests, he accidentally brought back Kina, played by Penelope Ann Miller, a woman from another planet who eventually falls in love with him, leading to somewhat improbable circumstance leading to his arrest. And this is based on a short story by John McDowell and adapted by Craig Gersundi, which is cool. Mr. Gersh McDonald, not really seen all of his works. He's more known for crime and suspense films. But John Hurd, kind of well known out there. Between the Lines, Useless One Cutter's Way, Beat, Cat People, Beaches, and Deceived. And he was once married to actually Margot Kidder, which is cool. Penelope Ann Miller, I know her from, I believe, the new Dexter show, I think. She was in Biloxi Blues, which is cool, which is a Broadway thing. Next up, episode 4, Parlor Floorfront. October 20th, 1985. Young couple and landlords, Doug and Linda, played by John Colonius and Donna Bullock. One of their tenants, Mars Gillis, played by Adolph Caesar, is a practitioner of voodoo. Linda sees Gillis as a burden to property after seeing how he resides in his building's best room. She attempts to drive him out of the building, is unable to evict him under city's rent control laws. She instead hatches a new method to get rid of Mars by blaming him for various mishaps after he supposedly placed a voodoo curse on them. And this is written by Carol Steele Trina, which is cool. Don't know anything about John Colonius, but Donna Bullock. First seen at Dallas, she was also in Air Force One, Girl Next Door, Monk as At the World Ends, All My Children, which is cool. Been Mr. Adolph Caesar, Deep Boys, Sergeant Vernon on a soldier's play, which is cool. And on episode 5, here we go. Episode 5 is Halloween Candy. It was October 27th, 1985, which is cool. Mr. Killip, played by Roy Poole, is a grumpy and misanthropic old man who hates Halloween, often spending the 31st of October, tormenting trick-or-treaters come to his store. This year, however, he's visited by a sinister goblin who demands candy. When his offer is reportedly refused, the goblin punishes Mr. Killip by keeping him outside of time, living no food, forcing him to sustain pleasant candy his son gave him the handout. This is written by Michael McDowell and directed by Tom Savini. Mr. McDowell, Beetlejuice, Tom Savini, kind of a director, Prowler, and amongst other stuff. He also worked on the first Friday film, which is cool. Next up, Satanic Piano is next, number 6, November 3rd, 1985. Pete Bancroft, played by Michael Warren, a musician in a creative slump, buys a revolutionary instrument that can read a person's thoughts and transforms him into music. However, the instrument comes with a very high price, a price which Bancroft may not be willing to play, especially since it leads to his daughter, Justine, played by Lisa Bonet, being kidnapped by Wilson Farber, the man who sold Bancroft the instrument. Who is actually a satanist who uses the drain of souls in order to gain immortality. This is written, story is by Carl Richard Jacoby and written by John Harrison, which is cool. Mr. Jacoby worked on a lot of stuff like Weird Tales, Ghost Stories, Starting Tales, Thrilling Wonder Stories. Weird Tales, I'm pretty sure they used it for Tales of the Crypt, which is cool. John Harrison, we've mentioned multiple times, but he worked with George A. Romero. Michael Warren, Bobby Hill on Hill Street Blues. Also, and he played basketball at the UCLA Bruins, winning some things All-American, which is cool. And Lisa Bonet, Cosby Show, where he plays Dean Huxtable, which is cool. So this takes place in the early years of her working there. Next up, Devil's Advocate, November 10th, 1985. Luther Mandrake, played by Jerry Stiller, Ben Stiller's dad, is an incredible, rude, arrogant, and mean-spirited host of a late-night radio show known as The Devil's Advocate, where he unleashes an unbridled hatred he has accustomed to for his life, full of misery, hardship, and suffering, until callers eagerly seeking advice for his problems. On the night, while taking some particular callers, Luther discovered that his constant anger and cynicism has led him into a deadly position. Luther's later contract to be the Devil's Advocate, and actually for continuing to make people miserable and thus vulnerable, making deals with the devil, he gets great perks. And this is written by George A. Romero, which is, like I said, Jerry Stiller, Ben Stiller's dad. Yeah. Next one, Distant Signals. This was November 17th, 85. Television studio executive Gil Hunt, played by David Margulies, is approached by Mr. Smith, played by Lenny Van Dolen, a mysterious investor who asks him to complete the final episodes of Access Paradise, a short-run detective series from 1965 that was canceled before set. Episodes were aired. Mr. Smith and his various backers were willing to pay any parties. Sequel bar series complete with the original actor Van Conway, played by Darren McGavin, out of retirement. Unnoticed author says Mr. Smith is an alien from the planet as TV signals from Earth 20 years after it originally aired. Max Paradise has become increasingly popular on our planet. This was written by Andrew Weiner and adapted by Ted Gersondy. And the plot of this episode was somehow adapted into a Futurama episode when aliens attack, where aliens invade Earth and demand a canceled Adam Bill like show. A single female lawyer, which is popular on the planet, conclude its various unresolved storylines, which is cool. Dave Margulies was the mayor in Ghostbusters. Fun fact. Lenny Van Dolen, don't really recognize him. Actually, Miles Harding, he played on Electric Dreams. He was also a steel worker in Billy Gavin. In Twin Peaks as Harold Smith. Andrew Weiner, don't recognize him. Darren McGavin, just an actor. I don't recognize him. Next up, number 9, sorry. This is Trouble with Mary Jane. It was directed by November 24th, 1985, and a comedic parody of Exorcist and occult practitioners. Nora and Jack Mills, played by Phyllis Diller and Lawrence Tierney, are offered $50,000 to perform an exorcism on Mary Jane, a young girl possessed by demonic structures known as Aisha Candisha. Things go from bad to worse when the confident couple end up summoning another demon, a commander known as Gad, to get rid of Aisha, only the demons end up possessing Mary Jane. This is written by Edith Swenson. Tanya Belmore, actor played Mary Jane, was nominated for a Young Artist Award in '87 for her performance in this, which is cool. Phyllis Diller, really well known for a lot of stuff. I know her from Scooby-Doo. She guest starred in a couple episodes. Fun fact, Scooby-Doo Mystery. Lawrence Tiller. A lot of tough guys in films, which is cool. I don't really recognize him otherwise. Next up, Ursa Minor, December 1st, 1985. A little girl named Susie, played by Jamie O'Hara, blames her Christmas birthday present is stuffed bear named Teddy for various incidents around the house. Her parents don't person Teddy in the first place, do not believe her, until Susie's mother, Marilyn, played by Marilyn Jones, discovers giant claw marks on the walls and overhears ringing sounds. At night, in the end, the mother destroys Teddy, but when he has to deal with Teddy's mother, a bear sees a rug in the attic. Written and directed by Ted Gersondy, and this is based on a story by Sean Seed activist. Story I don't remember scaring me a lot when I was younger. Cool. Next up, Affecting Cause, number 11, December 8th, 1985. Former hippie and free artist Kate Collins, played by Susan Strasberg, after discovering a series of her painting in her collection and freezing the canvas, discovers the laws of cause and effect, really to operate in reverse. She just further discovers that she also alter reality at random, but when she begins losing control of her newfound powers, which she believes are a result of bad karma, preventing from erasing the painting, things become an exclusive conclusion. Never heard of Susan Strasberg before. Diary of Anne Frank, and that, which played Anne Frank, which is cool. She sadly passed away, and this was written by Michael P. McDowell. Cube McDowell, we talked about already this season. Monsters in My Room is next. Yeah. December 22nd, 1985. Timmy, played by Seth Green, young boy who lives with an abusive stepfather named Bill, played by Greg Mulvaney. Mulvey. discovers that various monsters, a witch, an octopus, a living buzzsaw, and a troll that may not be in imagination are hiding in his room. Fortunately, his experiences with his stepfather allow him to strengthen himself up while he takes a stand against the creatures inhabiting his room. This was written and directed by James Sedgwick, which is cool. Mr. Sedgwick. Broad Daylight, Cracker, something. Seth Green, known for a lot of stuff. Robot Chicken, I know from Family Guy, where he plays Chris, which is cool. And Greg Malaby, Mary Hartman, and he plays Carly, Miss grandfather in iCarly, which is cool. So it's kind of cool seeing that. Next up, we got Comet Watch, January 2nd, 1985. Sorry, 86. Engelbert Ames, played by Anthony Harold, an avid astronomer, uses an antique telescope in his house to view the coming of Halley's Comet. When the comet crashes, he and his picking wife, Charlene, played by Kate McGregor Stewart, received unexpected guests. Laura Burns, played by Sarah Rush, a woman from 1910, the previous year had the comet was sighted, and Sarah Edmund Healy, played by Fritz Weaver himself. In his quest of good luck, Edmund ends up being stuck with Charlene, and the comet while Lyra stays with Engelbert. And this is written by Harvey Jacobs and Julie Selbo. We mentioned Julie Selbo before. I always mention her, I believe, right at the time of series, and we mentioned Harvey Jacobs, satirist, writer, and fantasy, which is cool. Anthony Hurd. He played Hector Hannibal Lecter's jailer, Dr. Frederick Chilton in Silence of the Lambs and Red Dragon. Also Scott Goober and Boston Public, which is cool. Sarah Rush, Battlestar Galactica, she was in. Also in the Canada's Coal Queens of Pennsylvania. And Fritz Weaver, we have seen before, which is cool. Here we go. Dream Girl is next. Episode 14, January 19th, 1986, my birthday. Not that year, but yeah. Federal Director Andrea Caldwell, played by Carolyn Seymour, finds herself and her co-workers trapped in the dreams of Wesley Stagehand. Otto Scrogg, played by Luke Cattell, able to control reality in his dreams. Otto forces prisoners, poorly written play, which he is a star, having catered to him every whim and fulfills fantasies. Eventually, Andrea and others formulate a plan to awaken Otto and return to that real world, and this is directed by Tima Ramone, based on a short story by Barbara Paul. Carolyn Seymour, Survivors, which would be Abby Grant and Queen Myra in Gears of War. Luke Cattell, Pee-wee's Amazing Larry and Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and Mr. Harold Copperman in Seinfeld's Facility. This story by Barbara Paul. I don't recognize any of her stuff, sadly. Next up, a new release on Life. January 26, 1986. R.T. Fenton, played by Robert Rockman, moves into St. George's apartment complex to be closer to his new job, where he receives a modern, fully equipped apartment of his dreams. However, after noting that some of his neighbors are frightened and are subsequently gone missing, Archie discovers the building is actually a giant dragon shaped like a building. As the dragon is with leftovers and disrespected tenants by landlady Madame Angler, played by Maria Windsor, and a pair of repairmen, and this is written by Harvey Jacobs and Michael McDowell, which is cool. Marie Windsor, of course, is evil, narrow margin, and killing, which is cool. And she's also killing Windsor. Next up, we have Printer's Devil, which is cool. February 2nd, 1986. We're more than halfway there. Starring our author, Junior P. Harmon, played by Larry and Eddie hires Alex Calloway, played by Charles Knapp, a jolly up the Beast Man, be his new agent. Upon meeting with Junior, Calloway feels like there's only one way he can make help succeed. Animal sacrifice. As such, Junior regularly begins ordering sacrificing animals. His work more and more successful with each sacrifice. Alex also tells him that he wants his dream novel to succeed, and he needs actually the sacrifice, human sacrifice. Larry Manetti, Magnum P.I. replaced Rick Wright. Also co-starred in Black Sheep as first pilot Robert Bobby, which is cool. John Harrison wrote and directed this. We already mentioned him. And Ron Goulart, who's a historian in history, fantasy, and science fiction, is Story by him. Next up, The Shrine, February 9th, 1986. Christine Matthews, played by Lorna Lutt, arrives at her childhood home to make amends with her mother following a nervous breakdown. Discovers that her mother, played by Colleen Gray, has turned the old bedroom into a shrine. Christine also meets and competes against Christy, a sinister spirit in the form of a younger self, and mother favors over her. This is written by Julie Selva and Pamela Sargent. The story comes from Pamela Sargent, which is cool. Never heard of Pamela Sargent. Lorna Lutt, don't recognize her, but daughter of Judy Garland and Sidney Lutt, so which is cool. And half sister of Liza Minnelli. Colleen Carey Gray, Nightmare Alley from 47, Red River from 48, and Stanley Kubrick's The Killing from 1958. The Old Soft Shoe is next, episode 18. It was February 16th, 1986. Chester Caruso, played by Paul Dooley, a former dancer turned lingerie salesman, finds a room at a motel. Inside his room, Chester is suddenly harassed by his cleanser, played by Dorothy Park, and an alluring but volatile ghost of a woman who seems to confess to accusing for Harry, a man who has supposedly been cheating on her. This is written by Art Mozzarelli. Paul Dooley, known for his roles in Breaking Away, Popeye, Strange Brew, 16 Candles, and various Christopher Guest mockumentaries. And he's co-created The Electric Company, which is cool. Last Car is next, February 23rd, 1986. College student Stacy, played by Bogana Plaza, boards a mysterious train to travel home for Thanksgiving after being seated in the train's last car and meeting somewhat bizarre passengers and witnessing various odd events occurring whenever the car passes through a tunnel. Stacy soon discovers a horror truth about the train, its passengers, and herself. It's written by Michael McDowell. This episode really intrigues me because it's kind of like an afterlife. The young boy, Scooter Stevens, was nominated for Young Artist Award in 87, which is cool. A Child Choice of Dreams. Next, May 4th, 1986. Jake Corelli, played by Abe Vigoda, is a mob boss who discovers he is dying of terminal cancer. He is offered a chance to test Afterlife, a scientific process that keeps him alive, and so he can experience peaceful dreams. However, after his death, long before the scientist who created Afterlife tampers with his workings, causing Jake's dreams to become nightmares. This was written by James Houghton from a story by which is cool. Jim Houghton, he was a cast member of Knots Landing. He also played Kenny Ward in season 1 through 4, which is cool. Abe here, Salvatore Tesla in The Godfather, and Phil Fish in both Barney Miller and Fish, which is cool. Number 21 is next. Strange Love, May 11th, 1986. In 1935, Philip Carroll, played by Patrick Kilpatrick, makes a late-night house call to fix a broken leg of a woman named Marie Alcott, played by Marcia Cross. Marie and her husband, Edmund, played by Harsh Navar, who are revealed to be vampires, proceed to make Dr. Carroll their sleeve. They force him to heal Marie's leg, plan to kill and feed him as he is no longer used to him. Knowing growing attracted to Carol, where Marcia begins to have second thoughts about her husband's plan, and it's written by Edith Swenson. Patrick Kilpatrick, don't really recognize him. Marcia Cross, definitely, she's an actress. Edge of Night, Another Hour with World, and One Life to Live. She's also on Seinfeld for a couple episodes too. And Harsh Nagar, he's an actor in movies and theater, so don't recognize him. Unhappy Medium is next. May 18th, 86. Farley Bright, played by Peter Miller, recently deceased, was a corrupt televangelist and founder of the Church of the Bright Tomorrow. Through his videotaped will, Farley tells his surviving family he's Jenny, her boyfriend Jonathan, and her mother Caroline, Caitlin Clark, Richard Coleman, and Connie Stevens, respectively. I send them a sign. Sign only comes with equality, crooked relative, find themselves trapped in heaven and earth. Farley also possesses Jenny, planning to use her as both a vessel and as a comeback, and as a means for to escape being condemned to hell for his corrupt ways. This is written by Edith Swenson. Peter Miller, I don't recognize him. Connie Stevens, I do recognize. Singer, she's going for an actress and a singer. Next one, Fears of Tomorrow. Fear of Floating, sorry. May 23rd, 86. Arnold Barker, played by Howard Sherman, a compulsive liar who miraculously has the ability to float whenever he lies, having purposely been exhibited as a human balloon in a circus, and subsequently escaping. He seeks shelter in an army recruitment office. However, soon a young pregnant girl and her angry father, played by Yeardsley Smith and John Voyager, respectively, offer a different explanation as to why Arnold was on the run. This is written by Pamela Wilmer, from a story by Mr. Scott Edelman. I've never heard of Mr. Edelman before, but Howard Sherman played a zombie in Zombie Bub and Day of the Dead. He also plays Lex Luthor and Superboy. Also voiced of Derek Powers / Bright Blight in Batman Beyond. Yeardsley Smith, voice of Lisa Simpson and other characters in The Simpsons. Last but not least, we have the last episode in the season, The Casavan Curse. July 13th, 1986. Gina Casavan, played by Catherine Parks, who we have seen before. Born to a wealthy family, brutally murders her religious mother. She assumes a psychologist that enlists her, Dr. Webster, played by Scott Lincoln, that she's been cursed. While Webster initially deduces that the curse is a ploy by Gina's gracious incestuous cousin to keep her under her power, it is only revealed Gina's been telling the truth. Her great-grandfather, Anton Casavan, has offered to marry into a Holford family, and previously been married to a gypsy named Mirabet. When refused divorce, proceeds to kill her with her last breath. Mirabet puts a curse on Anton and his ancient descendants. The curse ensures that any member that Casavan marry will destroy whoever they love. Interesting. Yeah, this was written by Edith Swenson too. Miss Catherine Parks, who plays Gina here. We have seen her before in a couple. We've seen her in actually Let's Talk Horror. She played Vera Sanchez in Friday the 13th, Part 3, which is cool. And she was also Weekend at Bernie's, which is really cool. That is it. like I said, the video coming after is on January 12th. We're going to be talking about Twilight Zone OG overview, which is really cool. I'm really excited for that. And like I said, season 3 of Tales from the Darkside, that will be February 5th. And we're going to be finishing off in February, by like the 12th or so. But I really hope y'all enjoy. Thank you guys so much. And hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.